Happy Friday night, everyone. Hey, I hope you're doing great. I need to check my sound. I don't want to go in stereo. Look, I'm only 24 hours late. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for being patient with me. I didn't have much of a voice. I know that's been happening off and on. So anyway, I'm so glad to see you all. Well, wait, I don't see anybody yet, but I will. So I hope you're all doing great on this Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on where you are in our small world. What can I tell you? I am Lisa Harden. I'm coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in beautiful Boise, Idaho. It is a, well, it was very wintry white yesterday, but most of it has faded away. So anyway, before I went live last night, or was planning on going live, I decided to go out and shovel the sidewalk and my driveway. And then when I came in, I was coughing so much that I knew I was going to be done for the night. So that wasn't the smartest thing, but somebody had to do it. And it was kind of late. Hello, ladies. Here comes Jean, Donna, and Roz, Kathy Strang. I do sound better. Thank you. And Mary Ellen. Hello, Mary Ellen. Nice to see you guys. So, yeah. It's just been a struggle, right? It's not any different from any of you when you get a cold or probably when COVID happens. Again, I think I told you, I don't know if I didn't get tested for COVID because I'd been vaxxed and boosted. I hadn't been around anybody for several days. And once I didn't feel well, I wasn't around anybody for 6 days. So anyway, that's how it goes. I guess I could have gone and gotten tested or bought a test for my own curiosity, but I know they're hard to get. I know that people that need them need them. So I kind of thought I'd just stay in quarantine and take care of it. Long story short, yes, it's always the thing that stays with you, right? Is that congestion and all that business. Duh, that wasn't smart. What wasn't smart? Please tell me. Hello, Ethel. Hello, Jean. Thank you for sharing, Jean. You're always like right on it, Jean. You're so fast. So Jean reminds me to please ask you, if you are enjoying this video as we go along, please share it with your friends and your Facebook friends and family. You never know who's going to be interested in stamping with us. And we're always looking for new stampers. And I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell the products that I'll be using tonight. So I love to add people to my team. I love to add people to my customer list because I love all of them. I love just growing the stamping community for the Stamping Zoo. Okay. Hello, Terry Lynn, first time watcher. All right. I love it. Very nice to see you. Where are you? Where are you at, Terry? Where are you watching from? Where do you live? I would say where do you live, but you might be on vacation, right? Hello, Nicole from frigid Connecticut. I can only imagine. Yes, Kathy shared. Ethel shared. How fun. Hey, Kathy Sanford. We're only missing Kathy Shealy, and then we'll have the triple Kathys. As you can see, I finally brought in a few little Valentines. Let's see if I can nope. I can't point. There we go. Anyway, I brought in a few little Valentine's things behind me. Some llama Valentine, and there's a little sign back there, and then there's I found some old-fashioned, or they're meant to be old-fashioned. They look like old-fashioned Valentines, but they're on wood and they stand up. So no fine art back there, okay? But it's happy. It makes me happy when I come in here and work. So anyway, I hope you've all had a good week. Lori, hello. Lori shared. Oh, Terry is from Roundup, Montana. I do love Montana. Close to my heart. I went to school in northern Idaho, and I had a friend who was going to school in Missoula and since lived there for a long time. So I don't know where Roundup is, but maybe I've been there. It's possible, but I bet it's pretty wherever it is. And I bet it's cold right now. Those are my two guesses. So I've been playing with the video setup here. If you could only see this, it's if the video that you're watching me on tumbles down in the middle of this thing, don't be too surprised. It's a precarious little setup I've got. I'll try and take a picture of it afterwards so you can see like what we try to do, right? And if you've done these live videos, you know that you work with the space you have. And sometimes it doesn't work out perfectly. Like the instructions tell you to do something and you're like, well, that'd be great if I had an extra 10 or 20 feet of space. But what I've done here I think is pretty clever. So I know I can see a little bit of reflection in my glasses. That's really hard to get rid of. But I'll keep adding to my little collection here. Oh gosh. Jean, your mom was a Fresca drinker. Oh my gosh. She drank that in Tab. They probably were the first two. And can you believe that Fresca is still like alive and happening? I do like a Fresca. And I don't like the flavored. I don't like any other flavor except for the original. Kind of. I don't even think I've tried the other ones. I think I tried one and then I decided I didn't like it. And then this one, I don't know if you guys experienced this, but during COVID or something, there was like an aluminum can shortage. I couldn't get this Fresca to save my life. I think I went without Fresca for like a year. And Diet Sprite is a poor substitute. Very poor substitute. So I'm glad to have my little Fresca back. And a big thank you for my Happy Mail. Oh my gosh, Leslie, was that your Christmas card? Oh, you know, I knew when I sent them out they were going to be late. So I'm glad they got there in January. Oh gosh, Kathy Strength says my daughter lives in Winnett, which must be near Roundup. See what happens when you come on here? You never know who you're going to be visiting. Yeah, they do have it in other flavors. Roz. All right, ladies. Well, listen, I've got kind of an interesting idea, and we'll see if it's going to work out. But I'm going to be using tonight. Now, please also tell me, you know, since I am always trying to make the videos, the quality better and stuff, please let me know. Can you hear me okay? You know, I can't fix all internet issues, but does your internet seem to be streaming this okay? Or are we having problems? Stuff like that. Please feel free to let me know that. Primarily, so I pulled in a few stamp sets tonight, but primarily we're going to be working with On the Horizon. Let's see, can we pick it up? No, kind of. I'll show it to you when I put the camera down. We're going to be playing with On the Horizon and the dies, and it's mostly going to be the dies, which is kind of fun. So this, I'll show it. Let's go ahead and I'll put you down, okay? Let's get this going, and I guess I'll put myself up in the corner for now, knowing that we can get rid of me whenever we need to. Okay. Oh my gosh. So I have so many things, right? These are, we're not using those tonight, but I do want to mention them because they're super cool. So I did make a card with the Rainbows dies, Brilliant Rainbows, and the Rainbow of Happiness. This is the bundle. If you don't have this bundle yet, what are you waiting for? First of all, it has some awesome coordinating paper in the Celebration catalog. And so right away you have coordinating projects or coordinating products that are super easy. You have a ton of ideas. I've made several cards with this set. So thousands of other demonstrators and happy customers. So just know that I believe this paper is still available. You know what? I forgot to go online and check the inventory. Someone please tell me if they know if the paper's still available. If it's not available, it doesn't really matter because the bundle is fantastic. And then when you get the bundle, you may as well go ahead and get the Cloud Punch, which has not left my desk since I got it. Of course it goes with the rainbows, but it goes with so much more. Okay, and so if you put those three things together, I believe this gets you a $50 celebration order, and then you can get that free paper or something else. Julie Walden, I didn't see your name first. I saw where you're from first. I would totally guess that that was an Australian city name, and it is. Wagga Wagga, New South Wales. It sounds fantastic. I love the name of Australian cities. Oh my gosh, and towns, whatever they're technically called, but I love them. And often it takes me a while to figure out the name, but Wagga Wagga, I got it. I love it. So cute. It's a city so cute they named it twice, right? Okay, so the other bundle that we're going to be using again is this On the Horizon. This shows so much better for my desk, doesn't it? Look at that. That was just another fun set. This is so cool. The only sentiment on here, now I love the sentiments. The only sentiment that makes me kind of smile, knowing how I am myself, is the word breathe. That sounds like a trigger word that might make me angry instead of calm. Such as when somebody tells me to calm down, just calm down. Especially if they're the person who's made me not calm. And so I think, I don't know if I would put breathe on a card. Because I will tell you one thing, if you tell me just calm down or breathe, you had better start running. Because I'm going to bite your head off. I know you think I'm perfect, but let me tell you, I'm not. And the last thing I want to hear when I'm not calm is to calm down. So anyway, long story short, but no, not long story short. Long story long, right? But anyway, so maybe I will not use the breathe stamp. That one might stay brand new. But the other ones make up for it because they're so cool. Here's one that looks just like a plank of wood or a sign. So you can put the sentiments on that and then you can die cut it out because there's a die cut for that. There's a die cut for that. There's a die cut for all of these actually. And not the birds, but you don't need that. And then the thing, of course, that most of you know about is this has some really stellar paper. Please let me show you where this is in the catalog. I know I like to show it to you in person, but also I like to show you where it is in the catalog. Because how are you going to know to order it from me if you don't know where it is in the catalog? Which also lets me tell you that if you don't have catalogs yet, for whatever reason, and you live in the United States, please let me know. I'll be happy to get a catalog out to you. Because as, you know, we have the electronic catalog and everything, but there's something about stampers. We want it in our hands. Yes, we do. We do. So, On the Horizon stamp set, page 43. Let's just jet on over there. Okay, oh my gosh. It's an explosion of color, isn't it? Look at that. It's an explosion. And each of the papers is, one side is kind of a watercolor wash, and the other side is like a full scene. Like this is the paper. This is the paper right here. And it comes in 6x6 sheets. So it's ready. In fact, well, I think I showed you a card last week, and it was actually a get well card, and then I forgot to send it until just today. Sorry, Katie. But anyway, all I did was I put a sentiment on it, and I just thought, I can't do anything to make this look better. I also think that these papers are great if you would like to start thinking about using your water painters a little bit more and trying to paint some of these scenes. Just use our watercolor, our Fluid 100 watercolor paper. Use these water painters. They come in 3 different brush sizes. And then I think you can use this paper as inspiration. And well, that's my plan anyway. And then learn how to do these little easy scenes, but they're so spectacular. So anyway, long story short, we are going to use a little bit of that paper. As you know, I always tell you that I try to like flip the idea around sometimes. So I do have a different idea. First, I'm going to show you these beautiful new Stampin Blends that are only available to demonstrators right now. They will be available to everyone in the new catalog that goes live in June, the new annual catalog. This is a spectacular addition to our blends and to all of our coloring tools. They are based around skin tones. Okay, so while they can be used for a lot of things, like I could definitely see a lot more different colorings when it comes to anything wood-based, animals, but they were primarily made for skin tones. You guys, they're so great. So there are 5 total new combinations. I believe they'll be sold, they'll be sold as separate sets in the catalog. But right now, if you are a demonstrator, you can purchase these all for $45. Of course, that's before your discount, okay? And there are also some really cool coordinating products. I didn't get those products only because they have a little bit of a short selling time. They really are just while supplies last. They, to my knowledge, they're not going to be offered again. It doesn't mean I didn't think they were fantastic. It just means I have to pick and choose because I only have so many hours in the day. So anyway, and Deborah says she can't wait for hers. Nice. And Kathy, you just ordered another pack of that Horizon DSP. It's nice, huh? Oh, thank you so much, Roz. Thank you so much. Oh, freezing Massachusetts. Yeah, you're over there by Connecticut, which we already heard was freezing, I'm sure. You know, I don't mean to get you started if you were involved in this, but I was so shocked when I saw that hold up on the freeway, and I think it was in Virginia, and I know it's not in Massachusetts or Connecticut. I just know it's east. It's very east of Idaho, right? So I kind of grouped you guys into one thing for a little bit, but I was so shocked to see that people had to sit on the freeway for, I don't know, 24 hours or something. Anyway, very bad. So that's what I think of. Anyway, that was what I think of when you guys are telling me it's cold back in the east. I'm thinking of these snapshots of watching that coverage. So even the lightest skin, even the lightest skin tone might be too dark for you, Jean. Jean, I think you need to go visit Roz over in Florida. You need to get some sun, girl. That's pretty funny. Hey, you know what though? That's why we have all of these colors, is because we're all different colors, right? I'm a different color from my own mother, very much so. She's very fair, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and you know, the list goes on. So anyway, we need these different colors, and finally, I'm so glad we have them, and you know that the blends are quality coloring tools. And so anyway, if you are a demonstrator or if you're on my team and you have any questions about these, then go ahead and ask, and I will get back to you. We probably won't take too much time to talk about them today, but we will talk about them. So I'm really excited to get to use those, and I did just get them last night. So speaking of that paper, this is one of the cards that I made in about, I don't know, 5 minutes, with the On the Horizon paper. All of that is paper, y'all, except I stamped these 2 images. That's it. Well, I mean, I added these things, but out of all of the scenery, I just stamped these 2 things, okay? And then I used the die cuts for the fence, and I'm getting this really close because I want you to see. I actually stamped on the fences, so I die cut them out, right? And then I took that little, and you could use any stamp really, texture. You can't really tell it's planks, but I used the wooden planks, and I just stamped on them just to give them a little bit of something something, right? Here's one of the die cuts of, I would call it reeds or cattails. And then I embossed this in copper, used a little bit of the ribbon that coordinates with this suite. It's a ribbon combo pack, and I haven't done anything on the inside. I don't know if I will. You know, it's just, I think it's a sweet, really cool card. And as you can see, because it's called On the Horizon, right? So all of these images and the die cuts are set to be things on the horizon, okay? Stampin' Up's kind of clever that way. So as I said, I like to do a few different things. Don't I? You know that about me. Oh shoot, I don't have any grid paper. Hold on, please. One moment. It's a good thing I'm in a very small area. Oh my. Get some grid paper. You know what? I used to have some colored grid paper up here. I'm afraid I threw it away. What I actually need is colored grid paper, because what we are working on tonight is mostly white cardstock. So we may not use this anyway, but most of the cards are going to be white, or let me say the subjects are going to be white. So all of those die cuts that you saw for On the Horizon, they are going to be cut in white. And I just thought it would be a fun, kind of different way to do this. Yeah, I think you can see this okay. So I pre-cut some card bases. Most are just standard card bases. Some are funky card bases. Let's see here. And I was also playing with, again, I was playing that with that on the, or no, rainbows. What's it called? Happiness and Rainbows? No, it's called Rainbow of Happiness. So I was playing with the Rainbow of Happiness and thinking about this idea, right? And so, I don't know, I'd probably tweak this to have more colors in it, actually. And my window, I still need to kind of clean my window sheet. This is a little bit grubby after I worked on it. But so here's what I was thinking about when I made a white card, or when I was challenging myself, right, to make the subject of the card white. And so I was like, well, why don't I make the rainbow white and then the clouds all different colors? So I really like the concept. I think that I need to tweak the colors, okay? But, and we're not gonna make this card tonight, it's a lot of punching out and stuff. But, so I put some little white ones on the inside where you could write, but then I actually double-sided the rainbow, so I was hiding the adhesives. And then I put this on the back to hide the adhesives again. So, but it's super easy because again, it's just that cloud punch. It's so easy. And this is one die cut. Now I put a bunch of Link of Stella on the rainbow part because it really looked too flat. What I think I would do instead that would save a lot of time and give you almost the same look is that I would just use our shimmer white cardstock or shimmery white cardstock. Don't forget, we have shimmery white cardstock. So anyway, this is the idea, okay? We're going for. And where should I put this so I don't lose it? I know. I'm gonna put it in the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set. I also have to tell you, I would be remiss, did I not tell you, that mystery stamping is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So at 10 a.m. my time, Mountain Time. If you need the link, please let me know after this. I'll probably go ahead and just post the link on my page. I don't think a ton of like trolls are going to be trying to get in. But this is the mystery stamping for the first card. If you don't already have this, just take a screenshot of it. If you want to participate tomorrow, it's free. It's on Zoom, okay? And like I said, it starts at 10 o'clock. So take a screenshot of this if you need it. These are the supplies that you need to have ready and cut and ready for stamping tomorrow. So we will all assemble the cards together, but you are to do all of the prep work ahead of time. Okay, so don't show up thinking you're going to have time to do all this. No, Roz, it's 10 in the morning, I think. I'll double check that. Oh, wait. Is it 3 o'clock? Does that sound like it's better? Okay, see, this is why you need to have the email. Let me double check, though. I wrote it down for myself. Okay, I do apologize. It is not 10 o'clock. It's 3 p.m. What in the world? Oh, so exciting. I can sleep in. Okay, it's 3 p.m. Mountain Time. It is... No, Kathy. Wrong. 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, but anyway, get your stamping ready. There's stamp card 1. Now let me show you the supplies and prep for stamping card number 2. So we're going to make 2 cards together. And again, this will or should come up in just a minute. And then you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, yes, I do apologize. I can't believe I just said it was in the morning. Not in the morning, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So, okay, so there's the mystery stamping. All right, please don't forget about it. Here's something else that's coming up that you have only until Tuesday, the 25th, to sign up for. It's my bingo and bubblegum bingo and class, right? So you're gonna have make and takes. You're gonna get pillow gifts. Oh my gosh, I got the pillow gifts. I got the last thing I was waiting for, which was the best. And the cost is $40. And if you purchase the bubblegum Gumball Greetings, the Gumball Greetings bundle from me, then you earn, then I'll send you 2 extra bingo cards for free. And of course the prizes are going to be Stampin' Up product, or most of the prizes are going to be gift certificates. So you can choose exactly what you want. And so we're going to have fun. I will send you the kit and all the goodies and everything, and the actual bingo is Tuesday, February 8th, 6 p.m. But like I said, you only have until Tuesday to sign up and register for that, because I need time to pack your goodies. Here you go, Marcia. I'm gonna, okay, so here's the stamping number 2, Marcia, with the, what do I want to call it? Microscope? No. Forget it. I can't talk. It just says it says mystery stamping number 2, and then you'll have it. But I would love it if you guys want to join in on the bingo. I already have several people signed up, but it's always more fun with more people. And like I said, the cost is $40, but you could possibly easily win that back. So, not everybody's a winner, but lots of people are, and I like to give away lots of stuff. So I do the very best I can. I usually probably give away more than I quote unquote should from a business purpose, but who cares? Totally fun. And then finally, something that I have going on in January and February is these are the months of celebration, right? We all know that. And to top it off, if you would like to shop with me during January and February, and you end up purchasing $150 of product in one or many orders, then you are going to earn your spot in my celebration. And it is a celebration. It's a fun little class. It will be held online this year. But you know what? It's just a class that I put together for you with goodies and make and takes and all sorts of fun stuff. You get sent to your house, right? And then we get together online and we have a party. There might even be a little snack in there or something. So please, if you are thinking of shopping with me, it is one way that I can just thank you for shopping with me. I do so appreciate you helping the Stampin' Zoo be what it is, right? It is a small business of 1 and 2 dogs, and they're not very helpful. So I thank you so much for any and all purchases you make with me, okay? All right, so let's get back to our stamping now. Let's see. There I am. Okay. Lots of finger clicking around, isn't there? Okay, so like I said, we're starting the scenery, the subject, I guess. Let's call it that. The subject is going to be die cut in white. Okay, so the card bases are going to be white mostly, but I do have some slightly colored DSP because I just couldn't help myself. It's also beautiful. So here's one of the pieces of On the Horizon paper, right? It's just what it looks like. And then the other side, like I said, is mostly like a watercolor wash. So even with the On the Horizon paper, they give us 2 really great choices to try out. And let's see here. Let's just get rid of me now. Bye-bye, Lisa. Okay, so I cut out some frames too, because with a white card or with a monotone card, lots of times you're going to want to get some oomph or interest in your card from all the different texture, okay? So I used, these are the ones I used. I used the first largest, 1, 2, 3, and then the third one down from that, and I taped them together and then just ran them through the die cut one pass, and so then I have these frames. You could do the die cutting separately if you wanted to, start with the largest die and then go to the smallest, but I don't have time for that. And then I have these little, I have the little inserts, right, in case we wanted to use that for something. Now, who can tell me what they think this die cut was? What do you think this is from? Hey, aloha, and nice to see you. I don't even need to guess where you're from. I know. Well, in general. But I do need to kind of guess on your name. Is it Aina or Aina? You tell me. I'll tell you a funny story. No, I have not been to Hawaii at all. Can you believe it? But after last night, I really want to go. Okay, so does anybody know what this is? This is a die cut. It looks kind of like it's the diorama dies, but it's not, because those are all, they're not sharp corners. This is actually from the potted succulents. Okay, so there's like a die in there for the succulent, a big succulent image. And this is it. And I thought, that makes a cool kind of look. And then all the stitching around it, again, is another die that I really think you have to have. It's called Stitched Greenery. It adds so much to any of your new or old or existing, let's call them, stamp sets. It just goes with anything natural or anything that just has a sentiment on it. Ina, thank you so much. So anyway, that is the die cut I used. The potted succulents. Pretty funny. I haven't used that for a while. I was just looking through all of my die cuts. Okay, here's another piece of paper from the On the Horizon. This just really reminded me of what it looks like around here today. It was definitely, I mean, maybe not this like dramatic, right? But we have snow-covered foothills. In the South, you might call them actual hills or mountains, but they're just our foothills, okay? They're not that big of a deal, but they're really pretty because I live in a valley. And then there was blue sky because everything, it had snowed, the air was clean, so that was all nice. And then finally, I took the stitched with the whimsy dies, and so I used that on this one. So there's a lot of stitching, right? Super cool. Again, that's how to add interest. One of the ways, or two of the ways to add interest to color that's, or a card that's white or monotone. And finally I have some of this paper. It's the Totally Marbleless paper. It is much more, what do I want to say? Quiet, subtle. It's much more subtle on one side. And then this is like the side that I really think looks like the shaving cream technique. We did that maybe a year ago. But anyway, so, oh, let me hold it. Pam, it's snowing in North Carolina. Is that common? Because I think you posted you had several inches of snow. And then now it's snowing again? That's crazy talk. So anyway, I'm kind of using this in a laughing matter to tease my teammate and friend Maria. Maria had a big long story to tell me. Maria will tell me if she loves a product or if she doesn't love a product. And this paper, she was very adamant she did not like this paper. She's never getting it. And she had a big long story about college and why she wasn't going to get it. But, and so then I always love to take that as a little challenge. And so I think we're going to be using this side of the paper because I actually think it's really, well, obviously it's striking, right? You can't use it with a ton of tricks because it's going to get, it's like real bossy. It wants to be the star. So it differs from year to year. Okay, Pam, well, I wasn't sure. I know that you're not like just sunshine all the time, but wow, I was surprised at how much snow you got. So, look at you. It's perfect crafting weather, isn't it? Okay, so again, I do want to mention, Mystery Stamping is tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Mountain Time via Zoom. And I believe you all got the link when you signed up through my Constant Contact. But I will go ahead and I will make a post tonight and put it on this page, and it will have the Zoom link. So you do need to have your supplies ready to go, okay? No cutting on the fly because we're going to be doing other stuff. Okay, oh, here was just another card base. That's a Z fold, right? So, okay, the first thing I'm thinking of is let's just do a little warm-up exercise with one of our card bases from Basic White Thick paper. Gotta have it. I use Basic White Thick for my card bases. Otherwise, I use the regular weight. I find that it's just, I don't know, it's what I'm used to for die cutting and stamping. So, you know, why not? And then let's take, this paper has so much movement. I think I just want a plain frame. Okay. Now, of course, it could be portrait or landscape. And, oh, actually, I might want some foam strips. One moment. Pretty sure I have some more of these sitting around somewhere, but oh well. So these are what we use. Well, we use them for shaker cards, but you can use them for a lot of things. They are a little bit taller than Stampin' Dimensionals. I find they're about, if you stack two Stampin' Dimensionals on top of each other, they're about equal to this, okay? So we're going to use them because they save time when we're putting, we're going to put this up on Dimensionals to create a little visual scene, right? So right from the get, we're going to do that. In fact, I could almost say, we could go ahead and do that now. I think we're going to. Because anything we place inside the frame then can just be, we're going to have some space to do that. I love the nickname Minnesota. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Yeah. Can we get the zoomies? You mean like Tango and Cash? Oh my gosh. I had them go out in the front with me today because nobody was out there, so I let them play out there. And I don't know. They have access to the backyard, but I wasn't going to walk them today. It was too cold. And for me, not necessarily them. Anyway, so I let them play outside, and they were all crazy. I guess just change the scenery, right? And then they were playing up on the deck and they were just wild. And that made me feel better. I was like, hey, if this is what does it for you, and I don't have to leave. Oh my goodness, Corinne, your granddaughter was born today. That's so exciting. Congratulations to you and your family. I don't know if it's your son or your daughter-in-law, but I hope everyone is doing well. And you have to tell us, what is your granddaughter's name? That's so fun. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 layers of this because if I were to mail this, I want it to stay sturdy, right? Or at least start out sturdy. It reminds me of the box I just got in the mail today, which was fine. Everything in it was fine. It was packed very nicely, but it had a big gash in the side of it, and it's your best prizes for bingo. And I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, because you know I don't have time to reorder necessarily. So anyway, I always, when I get those kind of boxes and then they're okay, I think, well, hopefully that's how my cards look after I give them all this reinforcement. Hello, Julie. Julie, it's okay. You can go back, catch the replay if you need to. I was talking about our mystery stamping that's going on tomorrow that I think you registered for. I hope so. We're going to have fun. I was writing the clues tonight. Right before I came on, I was laughing. I hope they're clear enough. I don't want them to be too clear because then everybody's card will look the same. So, yeah, I always wanted to be a teacher, so I guess I was like in exam writing. I was writing an exam. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Pam. I haven't had it on for a long time. Either one, actually. And I actually got ready for you guys tonight. So I felt like I was, you know, going out on the town. And actually, I just came in here. It's so cool. So anyway, then I thought, I want to try your rings on. Make sure they still fit. They fit. This one's a little loose. In fact, I need to get, I think they can do something to your ring to make it stop spinning. And I have had it sized. I had it sized way down. Then I had it sized up a little bit. And so I'm sure you can only do that a number of times. You didn't know about the mystery stamping. Julie, get in the loop. Okay, so all you need to do, Julie, is just watch the replay when this stops. And then when I shut my mouth. And then take a screenshot. We're going to do 2 cards. It's free. It starts at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, as I've clearly stated. And I'm saying that because I said it wrong one time. So don't listen to me. It's at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. And anyway, so you can just take a screenshot of the supplies you need to cut in advance and then meet us on Zoom. And I will post the link again after I finish this masterpiece of these white cards. Then I will post the link on this business page, the page you're watching on. Okay, it already looks cool. It can have a sentiment and just be like done, right? But we have so many cool things. So many cool things. So of course I'm thinking of the mountains, right? Because I just told you that this reminds me of my view today. The only time I left the house, I ran and got some lunch. And yeah, when I was driving back, I was like, oh my Lord, this is why I live here. It's so pretty. And then the few days before it, we've had an inversion with some just like pollution because too many people live here, if you ask me. And not me, of course, but other people. And anyway, so long story short, it's all blue and beautiful again. Don't you love how I say long story short? And it's really never is. It never is. It's my kind of a little way of joking. I'll tell you a funny story that kind of is a long story short, but no, it's not, because I'm going to give you some background. So, you probably already know this. I've probably mentioned it at some point in time, so unless you're brand new, I consider myself to be a compliant personality, which does not mean that I am a lemming, but it means that I respect authority, and given no other options, I will follow authority, okay? That was like true times 100 when I was growing up. Like, my mother was the authority, and I was very compliant. I really didn't have to have anything explained to me more than a few times. Also, having a healthy fear of your mother is helpful with that. But basically, if she told me something, then that was the law, right? So she, like probably all of your parents, told me to never dial 911 unless it was an emergency. Like, don't ever play on the phone and call 911. And she probably told me it was against the law. Now, I don't think it is. I mean, I think you can probably get in trouble for doing it. I don't know if it was against the law, but she knew that would freak me out, right? Because again, what I just tell you about myself. Only child. I didn't have other kids to egg me on or anything, and I was very compliant. So, anyway. So, I have never dialed 911. I've been lucky enough. Okay, what I'm doing right here is I just put a little bit... You know what? I think I can help myself right here. So I'm just kind of fashioning these mountains in here, but I don't want them to be a symmetrical image of each other, right? But I put a little bit of dimensional under this one before I thought about it. So, okay, and then, so there are two pieces of the mountains. This one that has like, it like shows them, you know, if you were doing this in color, you would do this in white, and then you would make one of these mountains in another color. Blue, brown, gray. Heck, in the winter, I even think the mountains, during sunset, they're pink. So what I'm doing now, since I'm doing a mirror, I'm trying to get different shapes of mountains, is I'm turning these die cuts over. So it's not normally the side of the die cut you would use, but it's okay because they're not huge and we need this effect. Okay, so I am gluing on the wrong side. Okay, back to the story about me being compliant. So I have been lucky enough never to need to call 911. Ever. Until last week. Well, I was shopping in Whole Foods and I have quite a large purse. And there are things I need in there, right? I might need my lotion. I might need my eye drops. I might need 2 different kinds of lipstick. And the story goes on and on. So it's a little full. But something caught my eye when I was checking out. And that is that when I put my wallet back into my purse, I saw that, lo and behold, sometime between the brioche and the frozen food, I had called 911. And it was ringing. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it had been on for 30 seconds. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay, so it had been on for 30 seconds. I saw that, and I saw 911. And I grabbed it. I gasped. I grabbed it. I thought of my mother, right? 53. I thought of my mother. I had that feeling of like, oh my God. And I shut the phone off. Well, I mean, I shut the call off, right? I was like, dear God, turn that off. because, you know, right. And, well, guess what happened? Oh, they called me. They called me back. Oh, God. And I'm sure she probably did think something was wrong with me because of the crazy way I was acting. Now, this is not what that is, but I still kind of like it. It's almost like snowdrifts. You know what I mean? Okay, so anyway, yeah, no, Julie, they called me right back. And when I answered the phone, I sounded like 5-year-old Lisa. I was like, hello? And they did not rip me a new one, but she did, of course, tell me, okay, if that ever happens again, don't hang up, because of course they thought like I was in trouble, right? And anyway, but it was so funny how my mind switched right back to, dear God, what are you doing? I haven't told my mom yet. I don't know if I will. Might get grounded. Okay, so the rest of these, I don't even know that any of these are going to fit. Now, the only thing I'm really kind of sad about is I wish I would have stamped the sentiment up here and embossed it in silver. But we will do that on white. Again, I guess we'll just use white, right? So anyway, that was my first and let's hope only time of calling 911. Can you believe I hung up? What a dum-dum. Of course they called me back. They thought I was hurt. And I sounded hurt the way I was stumbling over myself. I'm so sorry. I've never done that before. You guys, I'm horrible. Like, I can't keep my cool and stuff like that. And like, lying, like white lies or whatever, forget it. I'm horrible at it. Really bad. So, if you ever need the whole story, just come and get it from me. Even if I try to lie about it, I'll give it up in like 5 minutes. I like thinking of you, right? I like thinking of you. It sounds beautiful. Okay, these are red rubber stamps, which I love. And look at them. Aren't they so cute? Ooh, except that one. That's the hot word. Thinking of you. See? Okay, Roz. I wanted to see a fire engine. That is what I'm thinking of. Like, even as I'm 53, right? I go, my God, my mom, remember? And you see those stories on the news sometimes where the kids do that. They call because they want to see a fire truck, or they call because of some rando thing. Now, of course, you have to teach them that, because then they also, you see lots of calls where they call when they actually need to be called, and people are shocked that a small child will, you know, save the life of someone. So it's all important, but yeah, I hung that stuff up so fast. And then, I mean, I knew it was going to ring, like, duh. Wild Doings down there at the Whole Foods. That's me. Okay, cut a little 1/2-inch strip. Let's give that a try. I'm going to cut another one as a backup, just in case. The first time your son called 911, he made choking noises. Oh. 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 See, I know it's hard to know, Julie, right? Now, I'm assuming that your little angel was faking the coughing. Yeah. That would be a hard call. They scolded you for getting mad at him. It's hard not to know, though. You'd be like, do not call them and make fake coughing noises. But I do want you to call them when I'm making real coughing noises. Okay, let's see if I can get this on here. I'm using a block that's like, this sentiment was like too big for one thing, too little for another. So let me just put it on a good old-fashioned D block. Yeah, okay, totally faking. All right. See, I would have had to get on that. Oh, so funny. Okay, this is not going to be big enough. Or, let me try it on the other one. I got to get right up at the top. It probably should be like another 1/8 of an inch. I don't want it to take up a lot of space. But, of course, I want to be able to stamp the whole word on it. Perfection. Okay. Yes, the old 911. I'm so glad we have it. I almost poured glue on this. What in the what? Oh gosh. Yeah, we had a party line because I lived, you know, out in the boondocks, and it was in the 70s. Okay, this didn't turn out so well. I think I pressed too hard. One moment, let's try again. Let's just have a do-over, shall we? So I do remember, I'll be honest, I do remember kind of listening in on the party line, not for a long period of time, but long enough that maybe somebody would say, I think you're listening to me. Okay. And it wasn't like anything that exciting. In fact, I can't even remember it. That was weird. Can you imagine trying to do that now? People would never put up with the party line. Yeah, they'd be like, oh, I'm all right. Well, get off the phone then. Now, not only does every house have a phone, I mean, every house had a phone probably then. One phone. Now every person has at least one phone. We've come a long way. All right, let's try this again. So, oh yeah, I can tell already. As long as I got that U on there. Much better. Thinking of you. This is a little skinny little strip. And I'm being kind of stingy with the embossing powder, huh? Looking good. If you ever have any, you know, kind of strays, keep a couple of paintbrushes around, like you know I do. Now, one problem with this paper is that I need new blades, but we're currently out. At least we were when I ordered last week. So, it's catching on the paper because the paper isn't quite as sharp of a cut as it should be. That's okay. Somehow I feel like we're going to survive it. I will survive. Okay. Close that. Get your heat tool out and just test it on your wrist until it feels uncomfortable. Okay. But it's probably fine for your paper. We're thinking of you. You know, thinking of you is a great thing to put on your cards because it could be a sympathy card or it could be a birthday card. It could be a hope you get well. And it could be a literal just, I'm thinking of you. Right? So, when I make a stash of cards, lots of times they have something general like that. That's very pretty. I like it a lot. This paper is, this little fuzzy part of this paper is irritating me. I'm going to get my sanding block out after it. Doing the old Lisa Harden cut, as Jen would say. I hate that Jen doesn't watch my lives. She works during the day, and then she's off duty. Not just... Jen, that irritates me. No, I'm just kidding. She's probably like, why can't she go live during the daytime? Well, I have this other job. It really puts a cramp in my stamping style. Oh, I actually really like that. You know, I'm going to glue this one down flat. Or a sorry you called 911. No, sorry I hung up on you. 911 is more like it. Oh, God. Sorry. Sorry I made you think I was being held hostage. Oh, so cute. Now, again, just playing with texture. I'm getting out some embellishments. You know I love the embellishments. Love them. We could use these white classic matte dots. Hey, how about that? Get in here, Sherry. You are so late. Sherry, I think you're doing mystery stamping tomorrow, though, aren't you? Yes, I think you registered for that. That's good. And I was also talking, Sherry, no pressure, but you know I'm having a bubblegum and bingo event. The deadline to sign up is Tuesday. Would love to have you there. You're so fun to have at my bingos. So, should you decide, I think I posted it earlier today on my page, but I don't remember. Okay, so these are really cool. They're definitely matte, and they are 3 different sizes of 4 different colors: black, gray, vanilla, and white. Isn't that fun? My God, Jen will have something to use besides pearls. I've got to tell her. I don't know if I can get her off the pearl kick, but if I can, these are good ones to use. Now look at this. I love this card. It's really fun. Maybe I should put something on the inside. I kind of want to. Yeah, I bet Sherry knows the right time for tomorrow too. Read what I write. Don't listen to what I say. Just read what I write, girls. Now, I'm hoping you like this card. I like it because it has a couple different layers in it, but of course, it has all the stitching, it has embossing, has these beautiful white mountains, and thank you, Jean. Hey, thanks, Darcy. I'm just getting warmed up. But yeah, so you can see, like, you can use it like this with all the bells and whistles, or you can just bring in a lot of white cardstock and a little piece of the DSP, and there you go. I was going to do something else to this. Oh, right. I just told you I was going to take a look at the stamps. I don't think there's anything I want to stamp in it. Nope, it's good. That's odd, a plain white card. It's beautiful. I like it. Okay, so along those same lines, right? Let's take the Z-fold card and see what we'd like to do with that. Now, the fence is like a killer die. It's so cool. Well, let me just show you on this one. You can see it kind of curves to go on the horizon line, right? You can pop it out. You can like curve it a little bit with your bone folder, and then maybe just like adhere the first and the last picket, and then it'll really be 3D. So that would be cool. Okay, Sherry, I will take care of you, all right? And then you can like curve up these little pieces and parts and make them all, you know, like real wreaths and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna make myself a note. Take care of Sherry. Take care of Sherry. Sherry. Mystery stamping. I'll just send you the link, okay? And if you look at one of my posts from earlier this week, or just rewatch the beginning of this video, you can take screenshots of the supplies list. So you need to get supplies ready for 2 cards, and then we're going to put them together when we're together, but you have to get the supplies ready ahead of time. Okay. Let's see here. That piece is awfully cool. Kind of like it like that. And what I really think I want is, I think I want this to go in here. I guess another blue one, right? I'm wondering. No, I don't like that. I think I'm going to have to get the DSP. I'm going to try and make it super subtle. Now, on that Marbleless paper, let me show you one side of something that I think will work fantastic with our subject. Okay, so here's the Marbleless paper. Totally the shaving cream technique, isn't it? Like, only more. And, let's see, you get 5 different colors. 6 different colors. Anyway, you get a lot. This is also a freebie in the celebration. So for $50, turn the card portrait. All right. Ooh, I could do an easel card, right? Well, no, it's missing. It's missing the part that would help it stand up. You want me to do it this way? With this, though. I have another fold that might work better for that one, and that's this one. I think I'm going to use this fold on that. Okay, so then this guy, we could use, if we want to be really subtle about it, we could use this gray with white on top of it, or I'll give you that choice. Or let me look at the horizon paper, because again, it's so beautiful. Using white against it really brings out, I think, really features the paper. Okay, so then, oh my Lord, here is all the new horizon paper. Now I'm thinking of carrying the paper across. So we'll have a little bit on the front and a little bit on the back. Oh, there's that one. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I really do like that one. And it would be cute with the gate and the trees, some of the other die cuts we haven't used. Okay, so that one is really close. This is more of a water one. Also beautiful. Oh my gosh, if you guys haven't seen it, I keep thumbing through these papers. This is the one that I used for the card that I showed you earlier with the gate on it and everything. Just like so super cool. This one just looks like fog to me. It's really neat. That one's good too. Wow, look at that one. See why I think you should use these papers? You, of course, not me, but you should use these papers if you are interested in doing some watercolor, because they're obviously watercolored paper, right? So they're great inspiration. But I think they're approachable. Like, I think you could do, I feel like I could do this. It's probably deceptively easy. I still feel like I could do something like this. I think I should try. I might not ever show you. Okay. So this is fun. What I could do, I'm loving these beautiful little flowers down here. They're so cute. So I almost want a duplicate. Like, I want a duplicate on the inside. Okay, let's do a 4 by 5 1/4 piece. I realize I am cutting off camera. Sorry. So you have to make choices when you're cutting this paper, right? Because they're 6 by 6. So you gotta make your choice. But I can do it. 4 by 5 1/4. I'm gonna leave a 1/4 inch border around. Is that right? 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, so gorgeous. And then I'm going to get that paper out again. Let's see here. I'm going to get the same pattern of paper, and I'm going to cut a piece off the left-hand side of the paper, so it looks like that. So when you open it, it's going to have the same pattern. Oh, look at this one. Okay, we could just sit and look at this paper all night. Don't you think? It is so amazing, Deborah. I am with you. You may or may not have been hoarding this paper. Julie, come on. I want to see you use it during mystery stamping tomorrow. You better get out this paper. It is good. You can buy more. Where's the pattern? I know I haven't used all 4 sheets yet. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was looking at it backwards. Ugh. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut a little piece for the left-hand side on the front. But then that's okay. Don't be sad. Because then I'll be able to use the rest of the paper for a portrait card. Okay? What are my measurements? I don't remember. I think it's 2 3/4. Gotta get my fancy ruler out here. Oh, it is 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So let me see here. It's gonna be 2 1/2 wide by 4, and I want to make sure to cut this particular side. 2 1/2 by 4, right? Oh my God, this is so difficult to do at nighttime after I've been looking at numbers all day. Oh yes, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Maybe not. Maybe not so smart. But I did this. Oh, now look. And then you go, oh my God. I really should have something else in there, huh? All right. Fine. You've pushed me. 2 1/2 by 4. Pretty sure. I'm too lazy to figure it out, so 2 1/2. No, it's, yeah, it's 2 1/2. I think I cut them even, possibly evenish. That's the name of this game. Okay, so really, I just have a couple of really cool strips that will look fantastic in cards. Look at that. Just this. I mean, this is a statement piece. Yes, it is. And then also, like, look at this one. It's the top strip of the other piece of paper. So, oh, love. I'm in love with it. So I'm telling you, like this paper, if I was starting out stamping, but I didn't want a kit, which would be crazy because you should have a kit. Once I had the kit, then I would get this paper and I would just like go to town on it. A pack of white cardstock, thick, makes the best card bases. And then this paper and something that had sentiments. That's all you need. So gorge. Okay. And we're gonna kind of look at this. Oh, it kind of continues a little bit. The mountain lines kind of continue. So cute. Oh, come on. Well, it's a tiny bit lower than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Looking good. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, Debbie, I need you here for my cheerleading. You're so good. Okay, it already looks beautiful. Don't you think so? Oh, I got a little uneven there. Don't look. We'll hide something. We'll draw your eye somewhere else, okay? I could use floss on that, but I don't even want to remove it. Looks like a mountain scene to make a cute bay window card. Oh yeah! Or you could use the gatefold. Wouldn't that be fun? Gatefold and have the gate on the front. Corny, but it works. So see, this is how the fence kind of goes. And of course you can make it so that it's only, you know, it doesn't take up like all of the card. I'm gonna do that. And then cut off the little pieces. And then we're gonna have this on the horizon. Ooh, that's kind of cute. I might cut that part off. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I'll think about that for a minute. And then, so now I want to see how is this going to look when I close it. Oh, it's going to look so cute. Now I am going to cut that piece off. I don't want it coming into the front of the card, but I'm going to do this. Okay. So that's going to be over there. Now, of course, I could have used adhesive. Yes, I'm talking. Can you hear me, Sherry? You know that if I'm on, I'm talking. So I hope you can hear me. Okay. So will somebody please type in Sherry? Yes, she's talking. Her volume might be funky. Or maybe none of you can hear me for that matter. I'm not sure. Okay, so this little guy is going to be like up here. No, they wouldn't appear as white. But that is the artistic part of what we're doing, isn't it? So again, you could use adhesive sheets on this, and I just really didn't know what I wanted to do with them, and so I just like took a half sheet of cardstock and put them all down on this or on the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and went for it. Thank you, Pam. Oop. And really, this isn't that difficult. It's just like painting the pickets. Has anybody painted their own fence? I have. I stained it, but I used to do it all the time. Part of my, I don't know, obsessive, I don't want to call it obsessive compulsive disorder. I do have a very, apparently, a little bit of it. A touch. I'm touched, okay? But I don't mean to like belittle that. But I'm very particular about how I keep my home. And I used to be a lot more so because I used to be younger and I used to be able to do all this crazy stuff that I thought up. So, for a while, I stained my fence in the spring and the fall. And I'm so glad I did, because now that I don't, I think it's like pretty saturated. Oh, good. You had headphones in. See? It's all good. Okay, so now, doesn't that like look like a little path that you're gonna walk into? Then you're gonna travel up to the trees, take a look, and then right here you can't see the trees. All you can see is the little gate. Then you open it, and I mean, it's stunning. Okay, let's see if there's something we want to put on the front, because you can almost make like 2 different scenes, right? I won't do the gate again. That's too much gate. I'm not going to do snow-covered mountains, but we could do rolling hills. We could do a little rolling hill action. And we could have it coming across you know, that might be too much. Might be too much. I don't know. You tell me. I don't like that up above the flowers. Well, hello, Kathy. Thanks for the hearts. That's awesome. Oh, I know what I'll use. My next best favorite thing. These cattails, right? Oh, and they look so cool sitting underneath all of the colored flowers. Now see how they've done those flowers? They're just dots. I love it though. You know they're flowers. You know they are. They're unmistakably flowers. That's what I love about painting, which I've never tried before. Well, I mean, you know, besides just some hokey paint and sip thing. Does not count. I would not call it a serious attempt. No. That's so pretty. And then, I don't even know, are we going to put a sentiment on this? Maybe right up here. Ooh, I have another of these. I have another one of these. This is Cinnamon Cider, which is the same color, I think, as this little color in there. We could put it in the middle. We could put it on the front with some, again, let me see what I've got here. As far as ribbon and all that particular stuff. I don't want to make it too showy. This is the ribbon pack, the combo pack that comes, again, it's offered with the suite. Magenta Madness, I believe, and probably Blushing Bride. I don't like them with that particular piece of paper, which is fine. You don't have to like it with everything. Oh my gosh, Corinne. Yeah, good point. The Lord of the Rings, where the hobbits lived in the hillside. That's very true. Oh, that I like. That I like, but I don't think I want it with the cinnamon cider. I think, again, I think I want just like maybe a little twist of this. This is the Windowpane ribbon that's in Evening Evergreen, and it is in the Tulip section. 158, 135. You must have it. You must. It's so beautiful. So I don't know how we're even going to set it up yet, but that Evening Evergreen is really dark, right? So, but let's stamp in that. And then let's use, ouch, let's use one of the coordinating greens as our cardstock. Now, I need to find that. Oh, here it is. Okay, so if you're ever looking for the coordinating colors, let's hope I can find it. There's one piece in here that's the back of the cards that tells you all the colors. Or, when in doubt, just look in the catalog. The catalog doesn't always give you all the colors, I feel like, but it gives you a lot. And I'm hoping Soft Succulent is in this paper. It is. Okay, whoops, I should show you. So I was looking right down here, and you can see a lot of the colors. Sometimes they don't list all of the colors, okay? But that's enough to get you with your giddy up. Those are two of the 21 to 23 in colors. They will be with us until June of 2023. And then we're going to bid them adieu. But they're so nice. And we're getting ready, of course, to do that tough thing, which is that we have to retire the 19 to 21 in colors. Oh, so tough. I feel like I have to get rid of some of my children. And I didn't even have children. But the thing that makes it okay is that Stampin' Up! Is going to give us 5 brand new colors in the new June annual catalog. And what can I say? We are going to think we're going to miss the old ones, and then all of a sudden we're going to be like, what? Misty Moonlight? Who's that? It happens. Happens to the best of us. Okay, now see. This goes together very nicely. Okay, I'm liking my setup a lot better for the camera part. I hope that is working out a lot better for you guys. You can certainly tell me yes or no, but look, I'll even pop over here. Hello. So I think this is working. The camera part is working much better for my cards. Of course, you can tell me whether you think it is or not, but I'm really liking. Now, if I can just leave everything exactly as it is, I can't though, because this is where I work. Doing all sorts of stuff, all sorts of important stuff. Thinking of you, thanks for everything. Wishing you so much happiness. Relax and enjoy your day, or breathe. No breathe. I still like the thanks for everything again. Or the thinking of you. Which is it? Let's see. Let me see the thinking of you on Evening Evergreen. See, it's so fun. You can just play and try different colors and figure it out. Oh, it's so pretty. Looks so delicate. Well, it fits. That's what we're using. Sometimes you choose the sentiment that fits the best in your card. Be honest, you've all done it. Okay, so I want to use some of that ribbon too, right? Where is that stuff? It's so cute. I think I might just kind of triple loop it back behind. I realize that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I realize that. What time is it? 8:30? It's Friday night. We're going to kick it. I think we'll probably make one more card. Maybe. You guys can tell me. If you all drop off, I'll know we're not making one more card. I'll be like, I think it's over. I think it's over. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of Seal Plus. Okay, they use the same cartridges to hold the seal, the regular adhesive, okay, and then the heavy duty adhesive. And so when you're getting refills, you don't need to get the cartridge part every time, because these just pop off, okay, and this pops out, and then you put a refill in. So the first time or first few times you order the entire thing, you'll know because it's a few dollars more. And then from then on, just order the refills, okay? So then I want to kind of see how this is going to look and just kind of do a little of this action. And I have put adhesive on it, right? So okay, Ina, are you still with me? Last night, right, I didn't come on live. And so what I did was I watched television because I wanted to go to bed, but it was 6:30. And I knew that even if I slept a good hard 9 hours, I really didn't want to start my day at 3:30. So I was, oh, there goes my ribbon. So I was like, get something to watch. So I watched the current episode of And Just Like That, which is the Sex and the City continuation, which I love. They wouldn't even have to have dialogue on it. If I could just watch them in the fashion and the accessories and in the scenes of New York, I'd be totally happy. And then there's a story too. So anyway, I've been really happy that that has come back on. But I only had 1 hour of that to watch, or 40 minutes or whatever. And so I chose this movie that was super popular quite a few years ago, and I never watched it. I don't know why. But it's called The Descendants, and it has George Clooney in it. And it's in Hawaii. That's where they live. And he has a couple of kids and a wife that gets in an accident. And I will say, like, if you haven't watched it, I think you should watch it. I'm not going to say it's like all happy, but it's definitely not all sad. And I think all of the actors were really good in it. I mean, he's great. He's fine. He's not like, well, he's good. He's no Daniel Day-Lewis, but you know what I mean. He's not difficult to look at. I'll give you that. And so there was that. But I really enjoyed it. And one of the things I really enjoyed was the videography of them. The way they showed Hawaii was so different from the vacation type of shows that you see. It just was really interesting. And I mean, he even says that, like in the very beginning, he talks a little bit about Hawaii is just not, it's not like all about Honolulu Bay and, you know, and they show like city scenes, and it really, they're like, you know, people are living their lives here. We're just not on vacation all the time. And anyway, it was a good show. It was thought-provoking for sure. And I think it won a lot of awards. Again, I'm sure that he didn't hurt that situation. Because, you know, I'll usually watch something with George Clooney in it. At least give it a try. Okay, let's use our In Color Gems. In Color Jewels. Sorry, and we have some Evening Evergreen right there. And we also have Soft Succulent. So, take your pick. Literally, take your pick tool. Anyway, very nice movie. And I've never been to Hawaii, right? Not that I don't want to go, but it just takes time, I guess. Anyway, it was a cool movie. And I was surprised I hadn't seen it before. Yeah. Oh, this is so cute. I like this card. So we made the most of that beautiful DSP and we just let it shine, right? But we still have these cool elements of the fence and the trees and then this guy. Don't you love it? I like this. I think it's a nice little card. Really pretty. Okay, last card. Oh, don't cry. It's okay. I'll be back again. I'll be back again with you tomorrow. We'll all be making cards. You will not be able to see my card until it's finished. Oh my goodness. Okay, I really just like the plain frame again. A lot of people, well, and I think it's in the Stampin' Up! Flyer, you can use this paper for water with the awesome otters. Okay, super cute idea. I love it. And so don't forget about that. Like, in case you don't have enough things that you want in the Stampin' Up! In the Celebration catalog, don't forget. And I'm pretty sure when I do my celebration, I will be featuring Driving By, the one with the cute cars. So if you don't have Driving By, you'll be getting that. Or if you have Driving By, you'll get to choose an extra celebration freebie. So I'll take good care of you. And then we'll make projects all service, all featuring that bundle. I think that is a really cool bundle. First of all, the cars are adorable. And again, it can be masculine or feminine. It can be all occasion. I don't know if I'd use the slug bug for a sympathy card, but I guess you could. If the person you were making it about or for really loved them, then it might be the perfect sympathy card. I take that back. Julie has got to head to bed. That's okay. Yay, I hope I see you in the mystery card. No problem. We're almost finished up here. We're going to do one more masterpiece. And I really think, of course I want to use those mountains again, right? But let's take a look. Ooh, this looks better. Let's see here. We have to make sure we're able to make this look like not like it's just floating, you know? So I almost want to lay things down on the blue DSP and then put the frame on the top of it. The frame, no, I think the frame's gonna have to be stuck on here directly, because if I want to use it as part of the front, then we're gonna have to do that. I was just messing around. So I did 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 on the back, and then I just made these in different color or in different sizes. I don't even know. I don't know. Jill's favorite is Misty Moonlight. That sounds good. I don't think she chose it for chopped. Well, no, yes she did. Take that back. She did. Oh man. Speaking of, if you're going to work on chopped, there are 3 or 4 of you. And if you're going to work on chopped, I need those next week, my friends, on the 24th to be exact. So, please don't forget about them, because I want to see your lovely creations. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to build up from the bottom. First, I'm going to kind of mark that with my nail. Really just kind of holding it. Now look at the back. So beautiful. Also very beautiful. Maria, I know you're not here tonight, but if you're watching this on replay, I'm using this paper just to try and convince you that you will love it. Okay, so we don't want to glue the 2 pieces together, right? So I'm just trying to put this in the middle. Now it looks like I've glued a little too far. Oh, I did. Let's see here. I think maybe I can rub it off though. Yes. Awesome. Just kind of rub on. This was like the thinnest line because I didn't bother to make a pencil mark. And actually it was like so close that if I would have just laid it down a little bit differently, it would have been fine. And then the final thing I'm going to do to make sure that doesn't stick together is I'm going to take my embossing buddy and I'm just going to put a little bit of embossing buddy on there, because it's anti-static powder, but it's also just powder, right? So it takes the sticky off of stuff sometimes. Now I am going to make a pencil mark to see where my frame starts so that I don't start my hills too low. Where's my pencil? Here we go. I only have like 5 in here. Maybe. And then there's this one that I don't even like. So I'm just going to kind of put little marks there. So you can mark on this because you're going to carry over your image, right? You will know, or I mean, your image is going to cover that up. So, not to worry. Let me put this, whoops. Let me grab this guy. Okay, so I want a couple of those rolling hills. And here's another one. So you don't have to use like the same kind. Or you can use the bottom of it. Or I could use, oh, I don't know that I made another rolling hill. That's just weird. Oh, I have all these little white pieces in here. I know you guys can't see them, and I'm like, oh, that's great. Oh, that one's good. Okay. The other thing that I cut out is from the rainbow dies. Remember I told you, like, what are you waiting for? One thing that's so cool in there is there's like these tiny clouds. They're heavenly. They're so cute. We're going to use some on this card. And this will look like beautiful blue sky. So how many of you are liking this die set? Well, and the stamps. How many of you are liking the On the Horizon items? Do you already have them? I'm sure that the paper was like a stunner for most people. But tell me, did you buy it? Do you have anything else? let's see here. Maybe I want to go like that. Okay. So let me put a little bit of glue on this. Not too far. Okay, Corinne. Your phone's about to die. My phone might be about to die too. Lord, we'll be in trouble. Well, if I go off unexpectedly, you'll know what happened. I have so many things I'm trying to keep plugged in here because I wasn't fully charged on stuff. I will actually change that. Ooh. Because it will change the, if the phone gets too low on battery, it will change the video. There, okay. So, we're pretty good now. No, except it changed my, what I can see. I don't want to open up my photos. No, thank you, ma'am. Okay, there we go. Or sir. I think my computer's probably a ma'am. Okay, so then on this paper, these are the two that are going to be longer than our little piece of DSP. Okay, ooh, and if you wanted that to show up more, you could take some really light color with your blending brush and just tint ever so slightly the tops of those, but we aren't going to do that because we just like to work with white, right? We could put those houses up on top. And let's see here. It looks like the house is like this. I love those little trees. Can you put the trees with the houses? Maybe we can put these up on dimensionals. Okay, we will try that. I don't know how the construction of this thing is going to work out, but that's why we're trying it. You're here to experiment with me. Oh my God, date scones. That sounds so good, Michelle. Sometimes you post stuff and I'm like dying over here. Halfway across the world or all the way across the world. That sounds so good. And Michelle, it also sounded like you had a totally fun day. You went walking with Gypsy yesterday and swimming. I mean, what a wonderful day. That sounds great. I hope you're both doing really well. All of you are doing well. Okay, now let's think about these little houses. Oh my gosh, your Christmas card arrived yesterday. Great, so did Leslie's. Like I said, I was hoping they'd be there by the end of January because I knew when I sent them, these are going to be late. But, you know, sometimes you do it late or not at all. And I was doing it, so. But now that I have the 'Tis the Season Christmas Makers Club, I'm going to be all ready to go on December 1st. That will include my international cards. So if any of you are watching and you're wondering, what is she talking about? I started a Facebook group that is just free for everybody to join. And the goal is that it's for anybody who makes anything for Christmas, whether it's decor for yourself or gifts, okay? So it's for anybody who makes anything like that. If you want to, I don't like the houses, sorry. They might have to go down. But anyway, the Facebook group is super fun. I'm posting challenges for people, and we're just going to have a good time getting ready. And our goal is so that everybody has everything ready by December 1st. Okay, this looks better. I don't know, these houses, But I need something on those hills. And then I'm going to put clouds up above it. Yes, I am. Now again, let's see. Gluing this is going to be tricky because once I get to this point, I only want to glue on the inside. It's going to require the specificity of a surgeon. I want this part glued on enough because it's going to be really like the base of the card. See here? So I'm just running glue on the inside at the bottom because that's where I want it to be able to open. And then the top is where I need it to be solidly attached to the card base. And then I'm going to take those pencil marks again. Let's hope that kind of tells me where to put this thing. Okay. Maybe it worked. Yeah, it worked. Oh, good, it worked. Now, I don't love that being unfinished, but it's not going to break my heart. It's not going to keep me up tonight. And finally, we are going to put a couple of these beautiful little clouds in the sky. This paper and this card, and maybe it's because of these like little beach house things. This reminds me of what I would think it looks like in Greece. Don't you think? Somebody who's been to Greece, give me the scoop. I always see the water being this color when I look at pictures of the Mediterranean. So, or is it also on the Aegean Sea? I might be wrong. But anyway, I might be wrong. I might be crazy. Or I might be both. Okay, and then I think that's how I like the clouds because they kind of balance with this. I think a third one would be too much. Yeah. It's cool, right? If I was going to do anything, I think I would change. We could change the house and just put one house. What do you think about that? Oh, Michelle, that's no fun. Oh, I hope you're feeling better now. Well, you are because you walked and stuff. But I know that's what happens, right? They look like the nuts on some of the beaches in Greece. See? Okay, how about this? Well, now it doesn't even look like anything. It looks weird. I have to have something down here or the trees look odd. Why don't I throw a snow mountain in there? No, just kidding. Just kidding. Ugh, I don't know. I think I'll have to put the houses back on. Let me see. I'm trying to think if I have another die cut that has a little house in it that looks better than that. Let me look real quick. I know you guys, like you Eastern people are like dying here, right? You like, seriously, Lisa, let's go. We don't have all night. I could put the sailboat on it. Okay. We have a house. I'm thinking about, what about that tropical one with the pineapples? I don't think it has a house in it, but, oh, goodness. So many beautiful dies. You could put a gumball machine on there. No, I don't think so. I may have to think about this. This one may have to stay like kind of unfinished until next time. Okay, but I'll tell you. I'll let you see it next time because I'm just not quite happy enough with those little houses. for this thing. I could put a unicorn on there. Boy, that would wake it up. Okay, here's maybe something. But we have those palm trees. Oh God, they're huge. They're humongous. I love them so much, but no, they're too large. We could put a really huge pineapple on the sand. Now that would be interesting. That would make somebody take a second look at this card, don't you think? Whoa! That's the most fun. Okay, you enjoy those scones. Think of me. I love scones. I love anything in the bread family. So, you know. Okay, this one's almost done. Okay. Just not quite. You know how it is. Sometimes you have to like set a spell. You have to sit and think about what you have in your stash. Oh, and it's mighty. So I'm sure that, I don't know, maybe 2, 3 o'clock, I will stumble upon the perfect thing. But still, I love that color combo. And the paper, it's a lot. But just with this, it's not a lot, right? Because it's the only thing that's colored. Okay, let me get rid of all that stuff on the side. So I showed you this card with the paper, and then we started working with all of our white elements, and we've got this guy, just so cool. We have the mountains, which I really like this card a lot. So please don't forget that, let me take my face off of here. There we go. Now it's just my face. There we go. So please don't forget about just using white and capitalizing on the texture of your cards and your sentiments. Really cool things like that. And let's see here. Also, please don't forget, I'll see a lot of you tomorrow. Here are the clues. I cannot show you. I cannot show you. You will not see those until we start your engines. Also, don't forget, we have so many beautiful things to purchase right now. I mean, what can I say? This is the On the Horizon bundle. It comes with all the dies we've been using tonight. Everything that I know of is still available. I believe South Pacific got good news on their inventory, and I believe you're all shopping and doing your best to get some of that new product. I thank you for that, because it just means we have more things to create with, doesn't it? Thank you so much for spending your Friday night with me, and now I want you to go forth, have a great night. I'm going to go watch something else on TV. I have no idea what it is. However, I am waiting for The Gilded Age to start on HBO on Monday night. So if anybody else is going to watch that, let me know and we'll chat. I really have high hopes for it because I love any period piece, and this looks like it's going to be a great one. So I'm sure HBO threw a ton of money at it, right? Okay, everyone, thank you so much. I was so happy to see you. And happy that my voice lasted and my electronics lasted and everything. Thank you, Jean, for sharing your night with me. I appreciate it. I always do. And Roz, thank you so much. Kathy's heading to bed. All right. You're probably going to be dreaming about weird things I've said. So, I'm sorry in advance. Very different cards tonight. They were very different cards, especially for me. I definitely want to throw like all the colors of the rainbow on everything. And we do have that one rainbow card. Remember that I did the rainbow in white? Like I said, I think I want to do the clouds in a different color, but I do like the idea of the white rainbow. So, all right, go forth and create. Have a beautifully fun and safe weekend. And I'll see some of you tomorrow, and I'll see some of you next week, okay? Thanks again.